Hey everybody, this is Trevor from Patent Hacks, and today we're going to be talking about a question that a lot of people have. Is my idea patentable? So let's get started. First, you have to understand that there are 4 requirements that all inventions must meet in order to earn a patent. These rules were created by the United States Patent and Trademark Office to regulate which ideas are allowed to earn patents. These rules are pretty broad and ambiguous, so we're going to go over each of them one at a time. First, your idea has to be patentable subject matter, which is also known as statutory categories. There are 4 specific categories, and your idea just has to meet one of those 4 categories. The first category is a machine. This could be any device that's made of parts that can be built and used to serve a function. The second is a process. This is an act or a series of acts or steps that serve a function. The third is an article of manufacture. This is an article produced by raw or prepared materials through some sort of manufacturing process. The fourth is a composition of matter. This is a composition of 2 or more substances that were combined through chemical union or mechanical mixture. At this point, most people are still confused about what these categories actually mean. So to simplify them, I like to use the example of baking a cake. In this example, an oven represents the machine because it's made up of parts that can be assembled to serve a purpose. A recipe represents the process because there are a series of steps that must be followed to produce the end result. A cake pan represents the article of manufacture because it is a piece of metal that is shaped into its final form through a manufacturing process. And a cake mix represents the composition of matter because it is a blend of substances that were combined through mechanical mixture and chemical union. So as long as your idea reasonably fits into at least one of these categories, you've passed the first requirement for patentability. On the other hand, there are several concepts that are never allowed to earn a patent. Things like scientific principles, mental processes, naturally occurring phenomena, mathematical algorithms, music, literary works, and human organisms are not eligible for patents. The next requirement for patentability is your idea must be new or novel, as it is commonly referred to in the patent industry. This means that your idea must introduce a new inventive concept. This could be a completely new invention or an improvement over an existing invention as long as you're introducing a new concept. In order for your idea to be considered new, it has to have unique features, mechanisms, methods, or anything that distinguishes it from all other existing inventions and truly makes it unique. The only way to really know if your idea is new is to do research. By doing a patent search, you can see what inventions already exist and how similar they are to your idea. If you don't find anything that is similar to your invention, great, but this is very rare. Most likely, you will find some inventions that incorporate your inventive concepts. When this happens, it's important to make sure that you can distinguish your idea from the inventions you found during your search to prove that your idea is unique. You can often accomplish this by adding new features to your idea or focusing your patent applications on the specific unique aspects of your idea. When you are confident that there is some aspect of your idea that is truly unique, then you have satisfied the second requirement for patentability. The next requirement for patentability is that your idea must be useful. This is the simplest requirement to meet because anything that has some utility and serves a purpose can be considered useful. In all my time working as a patent examiner, I've never seen a patent application rejected for a lack of usefulness. So you are pretty much guaranteed to satisfy the third requirement for patentability. And finally, the last patentability requirement is that your idea must be non-obvious. This is the most vague and open-ended requirement, and it can be a little tricky because it is often left up to the interpretation of the patent examiner. It may seem simple because most inventors believe that their invention is non-obvious, but when you're dealing with something that is subjective, there's a lot of room left for gray areas. For example, general features that are common, such as grips, flashlights, and batteries, are usually considered obvious, unless you have a very unique version of this technology. If you were to simply add a grip to an existing invention, it'd be considered obvious, and it would not be patentable. However, if the grip you added introduced a new unique grip structure, or served a new unique purpose, then it may still be patentable. Keep in mind, patent examiners are trained to reject patent applications any way possible within reason. This includes combining inventions to make a rejection when it would have been obvious to the patent examiner. This creates a lot of ambiguity, and it makes it difficult to identify exactly what makes an idea non-obvious. That's why it's important to be as honest with yourself as possible when you are doing your research and performing a patent search. Ask yourself, does the invention I'm looking at include all the same features as mine? Does it serve all the same purposes? And are there any significant details that are different between the two? Answer these questions as honestly as possible. As long as your idea has some significant features that are clearly different than all other inventions, and they serve a legitimate purpose, then you should satisfy the fourth requirement for patentability. So that does it for this video, but remember, your idea has to satisfy all four requirements in order to be considered patentable. If your idea does not satisfy some of the requirements, you could always add new features and functionalities to help differentiate it from any existing inventions. If you're still a little confused or you want to learn more, check the description below where we provided a bunch of helpful links, including one to a flowchart that will also help you determine if your idea is patentable. As always, if this video provided you any value, please give it a like and subscribe down below if you're looking for any more patent-related content. We always try to keep things fun, even when you're learning. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.